Hey there, welcome back. I'm glad you're with me today. I am Mark, and I will be drawing a little puppy for you. So if you want to follow along, grab yourself a sheet of paper, a pencil, a pen, some markers, and let's begin. So let's figure out where we're going to draw our puppy on this sheet of paper. Let's go and draw just a really faint circular shape. That'll be the head of our puppy. Now for the body, we're going to want to draw a shape that kind of comes out to the right, and right from the head over here it's going to kind of come down and go over to the right. So it's going to be kind of like this little peanut shape, just like that. Alright, so we're going to have some legs that kind of extend down and some ears that come off to the side. So to begin, let's draw our head with a little bit more detail. So I'm going to draw an eye on the left side of this circular shape here. So we're going to do one eye over here. So we're going to do a shape like this. And then over to the left, we'll do another one. We'll try to get about the same size. Just like that. Then we'll draw these little eyelids just at the top of our shape, and it has a slight little curve to it. Then inside of that, we'll draw the eyeball shape. So we'll draw the shape right inside in the middle. We'll do that on both sides. Then we'll do a smaller shape. On both sides, we'll go to the left, to the right a little bit, and then we'll do our little highlight shape like this, right there. Okay, now we'll go down to the left. So under the left eye, we'll draw the nose. So we'll do a sideways shape, and this is going to be not as big as the eyes, but almost as big as the eyes. So we'll go sideways like this, and then inside the nose we'll do two smaller sideways shapes like that. Then just under that we'll do the mouth. So we'll do a little curve, like a slight C shape, and then we're going to come over to the right, and we're going to go right about where the center of the eye is. So if you come down from the center, and we'll do that on both sides. If we come down from the center, you can do some little marks like that so we can know where that's going to end. And then you can come and curve this up, and then you can curve this side, and this will come up just like this. Right about there. We'll do a little C shape at the end of the mouth on both sides. Then we're going to come down from here, and it's okay if you pass the shape of the head. Okay, so we're going to come from right about here on the left side. We're going to come down, and this is going to come up to about halfway on this other side here, right around here. So you're going to come up and then connect, just like that. And if you want to put a little tongue in here, we can come from here, we'll come down a little bit, and then we'll have another little bump like that, just like that. Okay, so we have our basic shapes in place. Now let's outline the mouth shape. So this curve right there will create another line that comes and follows that curve. Now over here we're going to get a little bit wider, so this is going to swing out wider, and this is going to get wider than on this side. But we don't want to come and touch the mouth at all, the top of the mouth. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to finish off our head. So we're going to come from here, and we're going to just come out wide. So we're going to come out, and then this is going to come up. And then in the middle of our head, so if you come right about here where this eye is, if you come up from here, we're gonna have a little bit of a bump over here, like this. And then we'll come all the way like that. And on this side, we'll have that little bump. And then we're gonna come and we'll meet up like this. Now let's get our ears in place. Right about here, so if you come from your nose, halfway through the nose, if you come out somewhere about here is going to be our ear. And what we're going to do is we're going to, from this point, we're going to curve this cheek and we're going to come close to the eye. We want to kind of come pretty close. We're going to curve like this, and then this is going to come up, and then we're going to round that as we get to the top. Just like that. Then from here we can come up and we'll have this ear. So we're going to come up and down like that. And we're going to stop right about here. And then just above the eye, right around this section, we're going to come out. And then this is going to come in and our ear is going to tuck under like that. Okay. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to get this ear on this side now. So we will come just a little bit lower than we did on this side. So we're going to come right about here. And then this will come and curve like this. And now on the inside, we're going to come into the head with our ear shape. And we want to see about ending right about here. So we're going to leave a little bit of space for our body. So this will come, it'll round quickly at the base, and then we're going to come up, and then we're going to have this bulging like on the other side. And we want to end right about here. So this will come and connect like this. And then later on we can erase lines that we don't want. All right, let me fix these eyes now. I'm gonna make these a little bit wider, just a tad. And then we're going to add some eyebrows. So above the right eye, I'm going to come down slightly, and I'm going to thicken this and taper that. And I'll do the same on the other side. And I kind of come up like this, and then we're going to taper like that. And now we're going to have some detail in the middle of our puppy. So from right about here, we're going to curve, and this is going to come right under the eye, right about here. So we're going to come and curve like this. And on this side, we want to do the same thing. Something like this. We're going to come up, and then this is going to curve this way. And then we're going to go right around the mouth. So we want to go right around the mouth, and we're going to end like that. And then on this side, we'll end right about here. And we're going to come around like that. All right, so we have our head in place, and we got all the face features now. So let's go on to the body. So right here where our ear is, we're going to want to create the body just under that. So I'm going to start right about here, and we're going to curve this with a little bit of a bend. And then I'm going to go up and around. And then when I get right about here, I'm going to curve this out, and we're going to create the little bump for for his ankle shape. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're below the belly. So if the belly's here, we're going to want to make sure we're down somewhere about here. Okay, so this is going to be like our ground line right about there. So as you come down from this shape, you can round for the paws. Now, before I go and make this too short or too wide, we're going to want to put in the other side of the leg. So right about here, we're going to come and curve like this. So that gives us a nice, pretty decent thickness of the leg. Then right about here where this starts to curve, we're going to curve this and hook this down just a little bit like that. All right, so that gives us our thickness. So then from here we can create the paw and the toe. So we're going to create this curve like this. That's going to be one toe, and then we can come down with another one and down with another one, and then you can see I might want to just go and make this a little bit longer. Okay, so you can kind of work both ways, but if I started here, I probably had a little bit too small of a paw. So now this is going to be the size that we want to kind of replicate for the rest of the paws. So I'll go and create this belly shape here like that, and then right about in between the eye and the ear, if you draw an imaginary line down, that's where we're going to have our other paw. So where this shape is here, we're going to come right about here and here on that side. So find that thickness that you want, and you can create a curve like this. And where this bends right here, that's where this is going to start to bend. So we're going to come down, and then this is going to kind of curve a little bit, and that's where our paw is going to be. And then on this side, we just want to make this kind of curve and a little bit of thickness up here, and then this will come down, and then we'll start doing our paw shapes again. So we're going to round this, and we're going to have that one paw like that, and then we're going to do another toe shape, and then another one that's a little bit higher, and then the last one is going to be just a little bit higher and shorter, and it's going to come like that. Okay, so we have our rear hind leg and our front leg. Then we can continue the chest forward, and then as we get up here, we can curve this into the mouth. So I'm just going to cut this a little bit shorter like that, and we're going to go into the mouth area here. Then I'll create a little bit of a line here for some extra skin that's kind of flexing in that zone. Then I'll do the back paw over here that's on the other side of his body. And what I'll do is I'll start over here in the front. And this paw is going to be landing somewhere about here. Okay, so the ground line was here for the front ones. This one's going to be a little bit higher because it's over on the other side. So we're going to come down just a little bit, and then we're going to come up and do one paw right there, one toe. I'm going to do another one, and then another, and then the last one right here, and then this will come up and into the back right there. Now if you think this isn't the right width, it's okay, we can just erase that a little bit, and I might just pull this over a little bit more like that. that looking a little bit nicer. There we go. All right, guys, so we got the rear hind leg and paw over there, and then we'll finish off with the other one up over here. So I'm going to start on the lower section because I don't want to come and hit this front paw. So what I'll do is I'm going to start this little shape over to the left. So we're going to do a little wave like this, a little S shape. And then we're going to have the paw kind of bending like this. So we're going to do this like U shape, or almost like a J, because this is shorter and this is longer. And then we'll do another one here, like that. And then another one here. And then we'll do a smaller one right over here. Now with that smaller one, we're going to come up and hook this way and back into the body. All right, so we're going to have these paw shapes like that. And then we'll go all the way back over here. We'll get the tail in place. So I'm going to start at the top, right about here. And I'm just going to go over and point that with a little bit of a rounded shape. And this will be narrow up here. And as you get down, this will get wider. All right, then we're going to add a little detail in the tail. We'll just curve like this. This like slight curve and bend. And then we're going to do a little pattern shape on the back of our puppy. So coming from right about here, we'll come down, and then we're going to come up, and I'm just going to come down again, and then up again, and as I come over here, I'll end somewhere about there. Now you can do, if you want to do like a Dalmatian and have little spots, you can do that. Or if you want to do like tiger stripes, you can do any kind of pattern you want. And then just remember, when you color that in, you want to color those differently. So the next step is to grab yourself an ink pen or a black ink marker and go and outline your puppy. And remember, pick the lines that you like, and if you need to make any last minute adjustments, you can do that at this time. Grab yourself an eraser and erase the pencil lines. Well, if your drawing didn't turn out like mine did, it's okay. Go down in the description, click the link, and download my coloring page. Then you can have some fun coloring this in with me. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed my drawing of a puppy and yours turned out awesome like this one did. So if you like the video, please click that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. I do videos every weekday and I want to see you at the next one. Till then, bye-bye.